Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to your English class. I'm Jasmine, and this is the 26th module. In this module, we are going to continue with the chapter The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, written by William Saroyan, taken from the book Snapshot. In this module, we are going to discuss some of the major characters of the story. Let's begin with Adam. Adam is the narrator of the short story. He is a 9-year-old Armenian boy and a member of the Garoglanian family who live in San Joaquin Valley of California. The Garoglanians are poor and cannot afford things like horses, and they are too honest to steal, which leads to Adam's confusion as to why Morad has the white horse in the beginning of the story. He has dreamed of riding a horse his entire life, and this desire leads him to justify Morad's actions and keep riding a horse that doesn't belong to them. Now let's discuss about Morad. Morad is Adam's 13-year-old cousin. His family believes that he is crazy and that he has inherited the crazy streak from his uncle Khosrow. Nevertheless, Adam admires him for his way with animals and his ability to ride the horse. He steals the horse, which he calls as borrowing, from John Byrow by himself and keeps it hidden in a barn for over a month. But he eventually allows Adam to ride it because he knows Adam longs to ride a horse someday. Another major character is John Byrow. John Byrow is an Assyrian farmer and a friend of the Garoglanian family. Adam discovers that John Byrow is the owner of the white horse when he comes to their house and tells Adam's mother that his horse had been stolen. Byrow relied on the horse for transportation, and without it he had to walk 10 miles with a sore leg to get to Adam's house. In the end, he chooses to believe his heart or his eyes, and not to accuse Adam and Morad of stealing, though he notices their horse's striking resemblance to his stolen one. His faith in the boys prompts them to return the horse to him. Another important character, I would say he's the most interesting character in the story, that is Uncle Khosrow. In the story, he has been described as an enormous man with a powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Joaquin Valley. He is a man who is so bad in temper, so irritable, so impatient that he stopped anyone from talking by roaring. Throughout the story, you can see him very short-tempered and shouting. But maybe it is his experiences which have made him so bitter. Uncle Khosrow represents the sense of an old voice who carries himself in a very demonstrative manner. His refrain of "it's no harm, pay no attention to it" is a statement on his approach to problems and predicaments. Though he was impatient by nature, he was gentle at heart and never thought of harming anyone. To all the problems that befell him, his attitude would be pay no attention to it. So that's all about the major characters in the story. Now let's discuss some of the textual questions. The first question: you will probably agree that the story does not have breathless adventure and exciting action. Then what, in your opinion, makes it interesting? So the answer to this question varies in opinion. A model answer to the question can be like this. The story "The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse" is a tale told from the viewpoint of a 9-year-old boy. At that age, imagination is rich and one can romanticize even insignificant actions. To such a person, the world is full of excellence and glory, and life is delightful and a mysterious dream. For the young poor boy, a ride on a beautiful white horse is a dream fulfilled. He had been always longing to ride, and his cherished dream is realized when his cousin Murad offers him a chance to ride on horseback, first with him and then alone. Riding the stolen horse and hiding it safely are great feats of adventure for the two boys. Though the storyline is thin, we eagerly follow the course of action taken by the boys till they return the horse to its rightful owner. The story provides us a peep into child psychology. For boys who are crazy about horses, stealing a horse for a ride is not stealing. Though they enjoy the thrill of riding, they are conscious of their family pride. Because the Garaglanian family is well known for honesty and trust, they would neither steal nor take advantage of anybody in the world. Another point of interest is characterization. The delineation of the common traits of Uncle Khosrow and cousin Murad is superb. The story also contains many purple passages full of pictorial description. All these heighten its appeal to the reader. Now let's move on to the second question. Did the boys return the horse because they were conscience stricken or because they were afraid? The answer can be the story gives no indication that the boys were afraid of anyone or anything. Hence, the return of the horse was not directed by fear. Secondly, they were not at all conscience stricken. They did not feel any pangs of repentance or remorse at their action of stealing a horse solely for the purpose of riding it. The narrator makes it amply clear when he asserts that stealing a horse for a ride was not the same thing as stealing something else, such as money. For him it was not stealing at all, as he and Murad were so crazy about horses. In his opinion, it would become stealing only when they offered to sell the horse, which he knew they would never do. The last phrase gives a clue to their mental makeup. Murad had the horse for over a month when farmer John Biro visited the narrator's house. They retained it for 2 weeks more. Murad outrightly rejected the narrator's suggestion of keeping the horse any longer. It was his family pride that would not let him steal. He decided that the horse must go back to its true owner. The meeting with John Biro proved conclusive. He praised their family for its honesty. He trusted the boys as he knew their parents. Hence, in order to uphold the family tradition and reputation, the boys returned the horse to its rightful owner. The third question can be attempted with your own creative responses. Now let's move on to the fourth question. The story revolves around characters who belong to tribe in Armenia. Murad and Aram are members of the Garaglanian family. Now locate Armenia and Assyria on the atlas and prepare a write-up on the Garaglanian tribes. You may write about people, their names, traits, geographical and economic features as suggested in the story. Locating Armenia and Assyria on the atlas can be done individually. Let's discuss about the write-up here. A model answer to the question can be: the Garaglanian family was an Armenian tribe. 11 centuries ago, it was the wealthiest family in that part of the world. However, now every branch of the Garaglanian tribe was living in the most amazing and comical poverty in the world. These poor people had no money. Nobody could understand where they ever got money enough to keep them with food in their bellies. The Garaglanian tribes were famous for their honesty. It had been the hallmark of the tribe for many centuries. They were proud of their family. Honesty came next, and then they believed in right and wrong. None of them would take advantage of anybody in the world. No member of the Garaglanian family could be a thief. The elders felt pain to remember that they had lost their homeland. These people shifted their residence from one place to another. They loved countryside having vineyards, orchards, olives, and walnuts. The names of the people are semi Arabic, like Murad, Adam, Kosov, etc. Now let's wind it up here. We will discuss some more important questions related to the lesson in the next module. Thank you.